Well, we dropped some stuff off at storage, so we're feeling really accomplished right now. Hopefully tomorrow will be a better day, and then we can go see if we can get to Canada so we can do the episode in Canada. We're trying to really get across over to the other side so we can do that episode. Since we did the American side, we've got to do the Canadian side.
Yes, it wouldn't be complete without it.
So, hopefully tomorrow. So today we're going to empty out Mr. Van Gogh and we're going to set everything up to make sure that we have enough room for everything. We're really not quite sure if that's going to be the case right now because we've got a lot of stuff. So it's just in layers. We're going to see what we got. If we can't fit everything in there, we're going to have to take some stuff out, and if we can't fit anything after that, then we're going to have to take more stuff out. But right now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gina, there's 2 more boxes back there where Gina's standing. So there's a lot of stuff, and we're just going to have to try to figure it out. It's a very small space if you're thinking about the van, and with everything else that we have that has to go in there, it's going to be a hard task, but we're going to see what we can do. So we're going to finish off. We're leaving on Friday, and we're going to miss this boy very much. Love this guy, man. Love this guy.
I love this guy. Even though he looks like an old dinosaur, we still love him.
Well, we're going to miss you, bud.
Gonna miss you bunches.
I'm gonna miss Gina the most, though.
Of course. And you sport that pink shirt, buddy. So about 4 years ago, when I first got here to help my brother-in-law open up the Checkers, this is where I was living. And I used to have a Honda Element, and I would park it right here, and I would just run a cord into the car, and I was living out of it. Through the rain, through the sleet, through the snow, I would always be in my car, and I would sleep in there, and I'd be so comfortable. Can't believe 4 years have passed, and now we're moving on. So we're trying to decide what we can take and what we can't take, and it's a very hard thing to do. Not so much for guys to be able to do that because we're very easy as far as shorts, t-shirts, flip-flops, but for a woman it's really hard. Now I've done this before on my own, but now I'm doing it with Gina, and we're just trying to get out there and see if we can actually make this work. So we're trying to combine all the stuff, and I've got 1 bin, so I'm ready to go. But the problem we're having is with Gina. She's got 1, 2, 3.
2.5.
2.5.
It's already come down from 5, but it clearly has to go more.
So we have to combine it into at least 1, and that's going to be a task.
Yeah, it's rough. You think too, you know, like you were saying, jeans or shorts and a tank top and a t-shirt, flip-flops, you're good to go. You think of being out hiking all day long, you don't want to wear the same thing as a woman in the evening, or going out to dinner. You know, I'm going to want to freshen up and put on a little dress or something. Even the simplest things like underwear, you don't really ever think about, but when you get dressed in the morning as a guy, you put on your underwear, you have 1 piece right off the bat. I have 2 pieces of underwear. So, yeah. Okay, well.
So we're just trying to figure out what we can do. And, you know, as a guy, I've got to be very respectful of that and just try to help out and see what we can sort out. camera.
Oh God.
So we finished everything that we needed to do as far as combining Gina's stuff and as well as my stuff, and we did it. We've got Gina on one, me on the other. We had to fill 6 cases. That's the only thing that would fit in Mr. Van Gogh, and we did it. So here's a question for you, Gina.
Yes.
How did that whole process feel? Because I know it's very hard
Yeah.
to try to deal with something like that, and you've never really done this before, but you're willing to at least try. So for you, in your own words, how did that feel?
First word that comes to mind, stressful. And don't mind the tears because I cry easily. I cry over everything. It is a painful process, not because of, hanging on to material things, but it's just, you always think about the what if, but talking it through and going through it, and you really, when you can do that and think about it rationally, you realize that you don't really need as much as you think you do. And actually, I'm really proud of myself. I feel good. We got one bin. I have some things to store. I'm happy with everything that I'm taking. And it feels good. Love you. Mwah, mwah.
So we did it. We got that done. And the only reason we're even filming this, because we want to be real about things. And this is always a process. And it's not for everyone. We don't even know what we're going to encounter when we get out there, because we've done it for a long period of time and it's been great, but we're talking about a year or maybe even longer. So that's an experience within itself, and not that we know everything, but we're going to figure stuff out as we go along. This is for the
That locks in the spare. Is that a big deal? We throw those out. Oops, I just took the driveway.
That's just in the driveway. So we got the bottom board in, finished that out, and we also finished the final piece on the side paneling.
Hey, I'm coming.
Hey!
Someone looking at the little baby.
She's a little bit of a mess, poor baby.
Wait, we gotta open these up. Why did they ship them like that?
Oh, it's our cards. Wait, don't go.
What do you mean it's your cards?
For our YouTube channel. Subscribe to us so we
All right,
can.
and I'll pass it along.
Cost you no money, just subscribe.
That's it.
See you later.
So we're just about done. We've got everything out, all the big pieces, all the small pieces. This is all we have left. Today is our last day. So as soon as we get everything out of here, we are on the road and we are done with Buffalo. Please say amen.
Amen.
Hey guys, so we left New York and we were not able to film anything to let you see the build on Mr. Van Gogh, but we are here in Georgia. We finally made it and we're going to show you the final build. And here you have it, guys. Can I get a drum roll, please? Check out our new digs for the next year.
Okay, so now we're going to give you guys a closer look of the inside of Mr. Van Gogh. Mr. Van Gogh came without any lining, so we wanted to think of a creative and a cost-efficient way to take advantage of the exposed metal. So what we came up with was using really strong magnets. We put all of our things up and it keeps them tucked away nice and tidy, but also nice and secure while we're on the road. So we'll have Lou show you a little bit more of how it all works.
So what we ended up doing was we put up our boards, and these were screwed in so they are not attached by magnets. Over here we have our sanitizer, which we can use anytime we need to when our hands are dirty. I ended up putting up a shelf, and this is something that we use from the apartment and I didn't want to get rid of, so we ended up using it for Mr. Van Gogh. I got a little compartment here just to keep a little extras. Got my little decoration. I've had this little guy for maybe about 20 years. I got him from Dominican Republic, and I thought he was pretty cool just to hang up. This is our phone holder, and this is probably one of the best ones that I found online, but it's very steady. Hold it there, we can swivel it, we can set it down. This way when I'm lying down I can just watch Netflix or scroll the internet without a problem. We bought this over at the dollar store, and I've used this before and it works really good. It's just a little something to capture some moisture inside the van. We've got our power pack, the Aim Tom, and I've got one and Gina's got one on her side. I've got a little hook here to hold my hats, because you know I love my hats. So I was collecting some cigar boxes for a while, and I really like this one. I had it in the apartment and I decided I was going to get some use out of it. So what I did is I attached it to the wood, and it's got a little strap on it so it won't pop open, but I haven't finished it yet. I do know I want to get a picture in here of my daughter Brittany and Gina and myself, and then maybe put some stickers on here. I'll be able to store a couple things in there as well. So this little box my daughter Brittany gave me, Papa Bear, that's what she always calls me, and I just wanted something to bring along with me that will always remind me of her in our travels. The bed is supported by a platform that we made and put underneath. So we do have storage down below that accommodates some food, utensils, but we wanted to come up with something that we can have up top, easy to grab, just to be able to put some chips, some cookies, and some snacks. We found this little item over at Michael's, and they were getting rid of it for $4. That was a bargain. So we were looking for a fan that was small and powerful enough to run cool air, and this is what we found. And you guessed it, we put magnets along with this as well, so we can pretty much hang it anywhere. In any direction. The cool thing about this is that it can run on batteries, as well as being a plug-in, which we can attach to a power pack. This also has 3 speeds, and also has a timer that can be set to 15 minutes, half hour, or 45 minutes. We got this Bluetooth speaker, and we needed something to amplify the sound when we're watching our movies or to listen to music. And the cool thing about this, we added magnets to it as well, and this can connect indoors or outdoors. I was looking for something to hold our flashlights, and I found this little gadget over at the flea market. It's actually a broom handle holder, but I'm using it for the flashlight. What this allows you to do is to take out your flashlight and to put it back in with ease. So this remote is also attached by a magnet, and it controls the LED lights inside the van.
So I'm going to show you my side of the van now and how I have my decorations organized. I also have a little box like Lou's that has some compartments for organizing little odds and ends and trinkets. Put a plant in it. I have another plant down below so we can bring some of the outdoors inside. Also have a small dish here that I can put my rings and jewelry in at night or any other little odds and ends. And then up above we have some signs as well, just some things that kind of make us smile and add to the decor. So the other thing we have mounted to the wood paneling on my side is our little power inverter here. Nice and small and compact, and that will allow us to power up things like our coffee maker, our clothes steamer, anything that requires electricity up to 300 watts. It plugs into a 12-volt outlet, and previously the outlet was down here below the shelf, but because we installed the shelf it was a little tough to access, so we moved it over here so we can get to it very easily and just plug it in. So you may have noticed this little guy here, my little ladybug, something that I picked up at a flea market in North Carolina. So like these ladybugs that you see here, they have a story behind them and a very special significance to me. Just to make a very long story short, was visiting the cemetery and the gravesite of my mom who had passed away a number of years ago, and I had asked her for a sign if she could send me something red, just so that I know she's with me. And when I got back to my rental car where I had left the window down, there was not one but a lot of ladybugs on the windshield and the dashboard of the car. So I think I got my answer, I'm not sure, but that's why they're always with me, so that I can think of her. And to continue with our magnetic theme, we have our paper towel holder, boom, right on the ceiling. And just like our Bluetooth speaker when we're cooking outdoors or having a picnic, paper towels outside.
And this is how we store our table. So I know I did a DIY video on how to have air conditioning inside your car or van, so I'm going to do a recap for our new viewers. So on this particular cooler, we're going to pull off the lid. I went ahead and made this specially made for this. I took a piece of wood and I cut it to its dimensions. All you do is slip it in. You can connect it to any portable battery. In this case, it's our AIM-TOM. We're going to go ahead and switch it on. So what it's doing once the fan is on, it's pushing all the air inside the cooler and pushing it out through this L-shaped PVC pipe. With the ice in it, you get cold air. We can swivel this around any way we like it. And that's how you have air conditioning. So another thing we did that's really cool, and it's also attached with magnets, is a projector screen. And this easily comes down. So we can watch our Netflix, movies, anything that we have on our phones can be projected on the screen. So the way this works, me and Gina, we both have a Moto Z Play phone. They sell these attachments for these phones, which are called mods. They're very sleek, very compact, very slim. All you have to do is you attach it to the back of your phone, and it's a projector. And it attaches right to the ceiling. That's what it reminds me of. So this is one of our youngest subscribers to Van Gogh Travelers. So the question is asked, where do you use the bathroom? Well, to be honest, We try to use as many public restrooms as possible, but when you gotta go, you gotta go. So what we have here is a 5-gallon bucket. You can get it with the lid. The lid snaps on and contains any odors while not in use. We're going to take a garbage bag. We're going to put it inside as a liner. And then there's an attachment that goes right on top and snaps on. When you open it, it's a toilet seat. So another question we're asked is, how do you take a shower? Well, we got our portable shower tent. So we also have a 5-gallon water bag that we use to take showers. There is an opening on top of that tent that allows the water to flow through. This is also great if you need a quick change and you need some privacy. So we have a storage box on top of Mr. Van Gogh, and that accommodates our tools, our chairs, our camping gear. Any miscellaneous stuff that we don't use inside the van goes up top. Well, there you have it, guys. That is the end of the video. We finished the build. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you got something out of it. Maybe you got inspired, who knows. But now that we're done with Mr. Van Gogh, we get to enjoy the outdoors a lot more and bring some more videos to you.
Yes, thank you so much for coming along for the ride. We really do appreciate all the support. Do give us a like if you enjoy our videos. That would really help us out a lot. And we'll see you again soon from the road.
Yes, support the channel. Thank you, guys. We'll see you soon.